Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacqueline, and in this video I'm going to be kind of talking about the all or nothing mentality mindset. I asked this question over on my social media, so if you're not following me, make sure you are. I'll leave my Instagram and Facebook down below. But I kind of asked you guys, what are the biggest things you struggle with the all or nothing mentality, that binge and restrict, and kind of wanting to share kind of my thoughts, my experience, my recovery with going through some of these things, because I know so many of us struggle with this mindset. I took the top 10 most asked questions, and I kind of want to share with you in like a little series of, binge and restrict, all or nothing mentality, Q&A, whatever we want to call it, and kind of answer each of those questions in a separate video and kind of share with you guys what I'm doing to kind of overcome this mindset. And so for the first video in this series, what it's going to be about is just, number one, addressing what this all or nothing mentality is. And I think this question was brought up a lot, and a lot of people said they struggle with it, but they're not quite sure what it really means, or kind of want to learn more about it before they really heal and recover from it. So I think that is a great place to start, is really going back to the root of it all, the beginning, and what exactly is all or nothing mentality. And so that's kind of what I want this video to be. And then as we go on in the series and I answer more of your questions, we'll get more into my recovery, my tips, and things that I'm doing to kind of help me overcome this mindset. So I know that was a lot of information, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm still in recovery. I'm not an expert. I'm not someone who's fully healed from this way of thinking or with my eating disorder or this all or nothing mentality. But I definitely think it's powerful because, like I said, so many of us struggle with it. And I'm definitely making progress with it to kind of share with you guys and learn from each other as I go through this journey, and maybe we can go through it together. So like always, if you have any questions or a video about this that, something you're struggling with and want me to kind of talk about, make sure you leave it down in the comments and I can add to this series or answer that question the best that I can. So first of all, the definition of all or nothing mentality is thinking in extremes. Thinking you've either succeeded or you're a failure. There's no gray area. It's either black or white. And that could be in all areas of life. It's not just food, this way of thinking. And I think that's something to kind of keep in mind. But it's that definition of it being complete extremes, extreme ways of thinking. And words like never, always, ever, those types of words are often associated with this all or nothing mentality. For example, I'm going to eat all this pizza today because tomorrow I'm never going to allow myself to have it again. Or I'm already being bad, might as well keep going, and I'm going to eat all of these chips because tomorrow I'm never going to have it again. And it's this kind of thought process of either you're good or bad, and there's no middle ground. And like I said, it's not just food related. I found that ever since I've been going through my own recovery, this is happening in a lot of aspects of my life. For example, workouts. And it's very easy for me to say, okay, I ate pizza for lunch. I'm already bad. Now I'm going to keep going with my eating and eat all of this food because tomorrow I'll never do it again. But also, what's the point of working out because I'm already being bad, and so I won't even work out. And it's that extreme of I'm going to do this because I'm already a failure, so I'm going to keep setting myself up for failure and making choices and decisions that maybe aren't the best for me, but they're going to keep me in that mindset of I'm already being bad, so there's no going to the other side a little bit and still getting a workout in. It's all or nothing. It's black or white. And like I mentioned, it's that extreme way of thinking of if you have a few chips, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a few chips. Whether it was planned, tracked, you had the calories for it, shouldn't have had it, should have had it, whatever it is, throw that out. It's still just a bag of chips. And automatically you think, I'm being bad. This is not good. I'm a failure. Remember, we're going to that all the way to the extreme. So now you have to have this feeling or this need to then eat the whole bag of chips because tomorrow I'm never going to have it again. And I'm going to skip my workout because I'm already being bad, and tomorrow I will work out because I'm never going to be doing this bad behavior again. And so it's really trying to work on breaking that cycle. And for me, and we'll get into this more in like more videos, but just being aware that you might struggle with this, or that it might be something that you want to address or recover from yourself, is a big step in the right direction. Being honest with yourself that this is something that you struggle with, because it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's when we take that ownership and are actually brave enough to say, you know what, I am struggling with this. This is how I think. This is how I view certain situations, is the only way we're going to be able to heal and overcome this way of thinking. For so long, I thought there was always something wrong with me, that I was the only one who thought this way or felt this way or made these choices and decisions like this from one extreme to the next. I didn't realize how many people struggled with this, that maybe this was an eating disorder or a mindset that needed help or corrected or fixed or whatever word it is. I never realized that it wasn't that there's something wrong with me. It's constantly all these things of years of dieting, things people told me, things that I did, making me have this way of thinking. So I think acknowledging it and realizing there's nothing wrong with you, but it's just the way kind of your brain works, is a great first step in the right direction. And so if you're someone who maybe is struggling with this and you don't know kind of where to go from here, I'm very proud of you that you at least took that first step to address, yes, I'm struggling with this, but I do want help with it, because there's nothing wrong with me. I just need some help with this. And people telling us, stop thinking that way, don't do that, you shouldn't be doing that, is not helpful. And I know that firsthand, because when I struggle with this and people say, oh my gosh, you don't have to eat the whole chips, you're not bad, just do your workout and move on, is not helpful. I think just kind of being aware is that first step in the right direction to kind of overcome these thoughts of this binge and restrict, all or nothing. So I hope that kind of addressed this question, kind of gave you a little bit more of a clear example of what this all or nothing mentality is, and kind of gives you something to think about if it's something that you struggle with, what areas of your life you might struggle with it, if it is just food for you, and kind of just start getting yourself thinking of, this is something you struggle with, because it's definitely, for me, something I struggle with. And it's not just food and fitness. There's a lot of aspects of life that I have this way of thinking. And that's why I said the first thing is actually figuring out like the definition of what is all or nothing, what kind of words or phrases or things are associated with that, and really understanding this way of thinking. That way you can move on and move forward. So I'm really glad a few people actually asked this question, if I could really just sit down and kind of talk about what this is. And I really hope that kind of with some of these examples that I kind of helped kind of give you more of a clear definition or example of what this type of thinking is. So make sure you like this video. Let me know if you like this series. If you have any other questions, you leave it down below. And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any videos. Hit the little bell again so you don't miss any videos. And I'd love to have you here as my little family here on YouTube. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to keep going and keep sharing my own recovery and journey with you guys as well. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you real soon.